don't know why my cousin decided to put glue on it. Like glued
Oh dear
bricks,
Lord.
glued it all together. So I was, as you do, you're bored of what you built and you want to build something else. I went to go open it, was like, oh my god, what?
The pieces don't come apart.
And when it happened in the movie, I was like, I wasn't the only one. This actually is a thing. Oh my god, who? Why? Why would you glue the Lego?
Yeah, but like I now understand that look that my mum and dad used to give me when I was a kid. Whenever I would get something Lego and I'd build a little set, because I remember we used to have this toy shop. It was just down the road from us, and then surprise, surprise, guess what happened? They flattened the whole complex. Now it's all houses. But it was a great wee toy shop. I'll say a wee toy shop. It was like massive. It was like a Toys R Us or like a Smith's. It was a huge, big warehouse. And like they had, the little wooden train set in the middle, and it was all properly built, so you could push them around. They had the little magnetic connectors that connected
I remember those. Yes,
connected the garages together and stuff. It was a great wee place. And anytime we went in there, I would get like a wee sort of tiny Lego set. Like I remember I got like a street sweeper.
Oh, you mean like them
Lego
generic
set
type?
No, it was actual Lego, but it was
actually...
like Lego City, so like you could get little police cars and stuff. And I always used to get those. And I remember getting like a little rally car and stuff. And I used to go uptown because I spent a lot of summers with my grandparents because my mum and dad were working and they needed a babysitter. My grandparents are old, bitter, broken people, so of course they've nothing else to do, nothing better to do than look after an annoying 6-year-old. So my granny would always do a shop every Tuesday. And she'd be one of those old biddies that goes uptown and, she has the scarf tied around the head and she has the little shopping cart that she wheels along with her to go get her shop for the week. And she'd take me along with her. And I'd always get 2 things. I would always get a McDonald's Happy Meal. Because this is back whenever Lisburn actually had a McDonald's. Thanks for that, Sprucefield. Do you know what that is now? And they built this building in Lisburn to be a McDonald's. Do you know what that McDonald's building is now? A Savers, a chemist.
What?
I don't even think it's Savers anymore. I think it's Gordon's Chemist or something now.
Was it running out of business?
I don't know. But they turned a McDonald's into a stupid, boring chemist shop where all the terrible toys live. Yeah, they did that.
That's a crime.
So I'd always go in there and I'd always get myself a Happy Meal because Happy Meals came with toys. And I like toys. And she would also take me into one of the little shops that they had in town. And I think it's gone now as well. In fact, they recently just demolished the building to build, guess what, houses. And she'd take me in there and she would buy me like a little sort of cheapy Lego set. So I remember getting like rally cars and everything. I would get the rally car and bring it home. I'd be playing with it on the living room rug and I'd build it up. And I'd smash it into the hearth of the fireplace. Pretend there'd been a terrible accident, and then rebuild it again.
Yeah.
And so, like, I have a lot of fun with that. But I always remember that look in my parents' faces, going like, "Why have you smashed that up?" Like one of my brilliant stories. Like I have dined out on this story, good sir, where I built a DeLorean out of Lego.
I love this one.
So I built a DeLorean out of Lego, and what do you do when you have a DeLorean and you're fed up of doing the, oh Doc, we have to get up to 88 miles an hour.
Have to have the train sequence.
Right? Train sequence.
Yes.
So yeah, like I always had the like in our living room back in the day, we had 2 rugs, and in between the 2 rugs, I pretended that was the train tracks. So I had the DeLorean come forward. I had my little Marty McFly minifigure that I customized and made. I had him inside the DeLorean, and then I would pretend that my fist was the locomotive, and I would like ram my fist into the DeLorean and smash it to bits. And then, like, I would get really up close to all the broken bits of Lego and, like, close one eye and, like, super zoom in on it and recreate the shots of Marty walking through the debris field.
Yeah.
And looking at the smashed up flux capacitor and time circuits and everything. And my dad would put down his newspaper and go, "Stephen, all you're good for is wrecking. Why do you wreck stuff? You're wrecking everything." He wasn't drunk, he was just old. And he'd be going like, "Oh, you're wrecking things, you're wrecking everything." See, by the time he'd finished that sentence, I'd rebuilt it. And I was getting ready to smash it up again. I think he would go like, "That's all right, just don't do it again."
Bang.
And he'd bring the paper back up again, smash. "Oh, for God's sake, you wreck everything. Why are you wrecking?" "Oh, you've rebuilt it again, that's all right." So yeah, that's my experience with Lego. What were we talking about again? Yeah,
Lego.
So whenever I'd heard that the Lego movie was coming out, I thought, this is going to be nonsense. This is going to be terrible. And then I heard that Will Arnett was doing the voice of Batman. And I was like, okay, you got me with that. And then I heard that the fat guy from Parks and Recreation was going to be the lead character. Elizabeth Banks was playing his love interest and all, and Will Ferrell was going to be in it. And I thought, okay, fair enough, I'll give it a go. I loved it.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I absolutely adored that movie.
Morgan Freeman?
Morgan Freeman was the
wizard?
Vitruvius, was he?
Yes, I think it was.
I forget his name. But like his like he had a
I
staff.
call him Space Gandalf.
Yeah, and he had like a staff that was an old chewed up lollipop.
Yeah.
I love that.
the
and the bit where he turns into a ghost.
Yes.
Oh my
And
god.
look at the wee string. It's like,
Yeah.
how you must do this now. You're like, oh my god, so good, so good.
This is Ghost
But one thing that
Vitruvius.
the one thing that really got to me was eventually down the line, like that's all like, isn't it animated? They didn't actually like.
No, it's all CGI.
It's all yeah, but I was like,
It looks like stop motion. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, but I'm so happy there's a second part.
I'm not sold on it.
What?
If I'm being honest, I'm really not sold on it. I think it's just gonna be more of the same. I think the reason why the first movie did so well is because everyone was like me. They were expecting it to be terrible.
But it might happen again. You might think it's terrible. And
No,
it's actually good.
I don't think it's going to be terrible.
Or you think it's
just going to be more of the same. It's just these wacky characters go off on an adventure, and yeah, it'll be fun. I'll have laugh, and I'm there opening night because like me, I love me some Lego.
Lego Batman too, though. That was pretty cool.
Lego Batman, I really liked.
Yeah,
I thought that was a lot of fun. I love the fact that they got the fat guy from The Hangover to be the Joker.
I love the fact that was the moment with Batman and the Joker. Like, I don't need you. He's so like, what? He's floating away.
You're not my arch enemy.
It's like what? Just disappears.
I thought that was a lot of fun.
Beautiful.
But yeah, like now that I've sort of gotten old and bitter now and miserable as a person and broken, as you so rightly say, like anytime I take my little nephew to go see them, and like anytime I buy him like a Lego set or anything, because I bought him the Joker mobile from Lego Batman. That was £40.
Ooh,
and dude,
just for the
you couldn't see it. Like it's so small, and it comes with a little Joker and Harley Quinn minifigures and stuff. It is so small, and like the amount of money that these things cost.
When I seen the Millennium Falcon,
yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I've always loved to have a Lego Millennium Falcon, because I always buy the wee micro figures of the ships and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. Looked at the price, and I turned away from Smith, just going, what? It's Lego. What? Just walked away.
Do you not think that Lego was better back in our day when we were little kids?
Yeah, because
I think Lego was far better, and maybe that's just the nostalgia goggles on. But I remember
they overcomplicate Lego nowadays.
Two things I really wanted, and I wasn't allowed to get because one, they were very, very expensive, and two, my mum and dad had that mentality of, oh, Stephen will get it and he'll break it. So I was never allowed to get them. Two things I wanted. One, there was this amazing X-Wing set. And it was straight from Battle of Yavin. So it was the X-Wing, and it had, do you know the little trolley that has like all the wee maintenance bits on it and everything? And I think it was Luke Skywalker and R2, and you could actually put the wee minifigures into it. Like you put Luke in the cockpit, you could slide R2 in behind him. This is back in our day. Because I remember it so vividly. I wanted it, and the other one I wanted was the Falcon from Episode 4. And it had Han and Leia and Chewie and Luke and Obi-Wan and 3PO and R2 in it. And I remember I really wanted it. I ended up getting the Naboo fighter from Episode 1.
Yes.
Which was, the yellow one.
Yeah.
And it came with Anakin and R2. And it came with 2 battle droids. And do you know what I always used to do? And it was one of those ones where, do you remember when you were a kid and you were really excited for Christmas?
Yes.
And you were like, okay, Santa's getting me this. And here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get like the little battle droid and put it on the wing. I'm going to get the other little battle droid and clip it onto the other side of the wing. And then I'm going to run around the house with the ship, and I'm going to have it like spinning in midair, and I'm going to like clip one battle droid off of it at the side of the wall, like to smash it off. And then I'm going to like smash the other battle droid off the other side of the wall, and then I'm going to have it like crash land at the living room hearth where the fireplace was.
Oh, cool.
I had a thing with crashing Lego into the fireplace.
No, I thought you were going to try and recreate the bit when the crash of the ship and he shoots he clips them all down.
Yeah, but like that was my one major thing. It started off in my bedroom, ended up in the living room, and in the interim time I was going to have this great big like dog fight where like Anakin's trying to get these battle droids off the sides of the wings. And when I got the toy, that's what I kept doing with it.
That's so cool.
But then I remember with wanting the Millennium Falcon, I wanted to recreate the hollow chess sequence.
Oh, yes.
Because I remember you could lift the top of it off and like the inside was detailed. And had like the hyperdrive and everything. This is back in the day, because I swore I actually cut, like there was a full page in the catalogue from the toy shop dedicated to this. And I actually cut it out and I put it on my bedroom wall. Because I was like, that's so cool. And like I was imagining all the little adventures and all that I could have with 3PO and R2 and Han Solo and Chewie at the cockpit and everything. And I was going like, oh, imagine like I could sort of like mash the two of them together. So like I could have like Anakin crash his ship and then go off on adventures with them. Yeah. Again, doesn't make sense within the continuity of Star Wars, but that doesn't matter because it's in the mind of a child. An innocent little child who was denied his Millennium Falcon Lego set as a kid and has been broken about it ever since. But but yeah, so like for me, Lego was always, that was my go-to toy.
When did it become this super expensive, like beyond pricey?
I think it's because Lego's just so complicated to produce now. Because remember back in the day whenever we had Lego, a lot of it was just bricks.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's super specific little niggly bits, I call them.
Do you remember when we went to Belgium, there was like the Lego sets, like I never actually knew they made the Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
And when this guy was pressed this button and the whole thing opened up, I was like, this is
it's like
way complicated.
Super intricate detail. Yeah. They have little motors and stuff in them now. I think that's where the money's gone. That's why it's so expensive now. Because it's all these little fiddly bits. Like I remember we used to have a deal with Lego at Following the Nerd where we get sent out various little like sets and stuff, and I would review them on my own channel, youtube.com/vote Saxon07. Go subscribe, it's amazing. And I was sent the Minecraft set.
They made a Minecraft.
They made Minecraft Lego. Oh, trust me, if it's a franchise, Lego's done it. I'd be amazed at some point if they didn't do Following the Nerd Lego, and it's you and me, and like this entire radio station came as a little set.
It's watching you can switch your face from happy to broken.
No, you can switch my face from broken to broken. But yeah, so they made a Minecraft Lego set. And it's the first time in a couple of years that I'd actually sat down and built a proper full Lego set. The little, teeny little pieces, they're all little triangles now. These little mini fiddly triangles, and if you put it on the wrong one, you have to spend half an hour trying to, like, if you're like me and you've no nails, like, you have to sit and sort of, like, pick at it until it comes off and stuff. Yeah, and it's because the tolerances are so high and the pieces are so small. That's why I think Lego is so damn expensive now.
It's sad, really. Like, that's something that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Like,
but, like, again, do you remember, like, back whenever we had Lego as kids? And you would build buildings. You would build, like, houses and stuff.
I kept building a load of buildings for some reason.
Do you know one of the things that I built? I built a multicoloured version of the visitor centre from Jurassic Park.
Oh, my God.
And also what I wanted to do, and my mum stopped me because she was like, no, Stephen, you're not doing this. So I was sitting watching some nature show with my mum and dad, and this is, I must have been, like, when did Lost World come out? Like 97 or so.
Yeah.
So I think I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I built, you know, like the little sort of abandoned worker village.
Yeah.
I built the main building out of it. And what I wanted to do, because I was watching this nature show with my mum and dad, and they were talking about how you can age up things outside. Because they were building like a birdhouse or something, and they wanted to make the birdhouse look old. So what they did was they took yogurt and they poured yogurt all over it, and they left it sitting for a while. And eventually, like, birds and insects would come and feed on it. And whatever happened with the yogurt, whenever it dried into it, it would create like mold and make it look all old and sort of worn out and stuff. Okay. So what I wanted to do was take my visitor centre, coat it in yogurt, and leave it in the back garden. Just so it would look all old and sort of like worn down and like an old building.
See why I don't watch TV anymore.
Why left there for years. Yeah, hashtag cancel license fee. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Do you know what I did with Lego? I don't know why. I kept making these buildings, make them super tall to see when would they collapse on their own.
Oh God, yeah, you were that kid.
I was that kid. I mean, I wanted to try and reach to the roof.
Yeah.
And go, can I get to the roof without falling? Never did, unfortunately. But
one of the things that I built, and I was so super proud of it, I built the firehouse.
The Ghostbusters
I
firehouse?
built the Ghostbusters firehouse. Now, it was considerably smaller than the actual Ghostbusters firehouse that was raised. And don't get me started on the price of that thing.
Broke you?
Oh, and the needlessly complex. I mean, it's a building. It's so needlessly complex. So much so that I gave up halfway through. I said to Elizabeth, here, do you want to build it? And she's nuts for Lego. So she was like,
is your builder.
She is my builder extraordinaire now. So she was like, yeah, I'll build it. 5 minutes. Bloop, she'd built the whole thing. But back in my day, when I was a kid, and nobody liked Ghostbusters, and I was bullied constantly for it, I built a beautiful multicolored Lego firehouse. And it had